In today's video, I'm going to be talking about the recent concern from the NMC about Nigerian nurses and midwives and the fact that they are being investigated right now in the UK. So if you'd like to hear details about this, sit tight and let's get straight into it. Hey lovelies, welcome or welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you're new to my channel, my name is Faith Ojone, and on this channel I talk about ways you can travel abroad and settle abroad. I share resources on how you can get started, and I share latest updates concerning the UK, what's happening in the UK, what's the recent immigration policy. As an immigrant like me, you would like to stay updated and know what's happening here in the UK. And I also share story time, which is called The Narrative, which was recently introduced to my channel. So if these are the kind of content you like, then hit the subscribe button down below, turn on your notification bell so you do not miss any of my video. Without saying so much, let's get started. This information was gotten from Daily Mail. So according to Daily Mail, the Nursing and Midwifery Council, which oversees the qualification of nurses and midwives in the UK, has raised concern about a test center in Nigeria. So it has warned that over 500 midwives and nurses who took exams at this center could be at risk of losing their professional registration. So the council believes that the qualifications obtained by these individuals may not be genuine, and there may have been a misconduct or fraud involved in the examination process. So as a result, these healthcare professionals are being investigated and may be struck off the register. If you know you didn't do anything, I mean, your exam was legit, you have nothing to worry about, to be honest. So the organization called Pearson helps the Nursing and Midwifery Council, that's the NMC in the UK, to run a computer-based test, which is called the CBT program. So recently, Pearson informed the NMC about some strange information at one of its CBT test center in Ibadan, Nigeria, which was not normal. So Pearson immediately stopped testing at this center. So around 512 people on the NMC register, which is about 5% of all those who qualified in Nigeria, took their CBT at the test center, which is in Ibadan. So the NMC is writing to these 512 people to explain what has happened and to inform them that the NMC is starting investigations to find out if any of them cheated or provided incorrect information in their CBT. So if they did, the NMC will remove them from the register. So you will no longer be a nurse or a midwife here in the UK. So according to Pearson, that runs the CBT program for the NMC, stopped conducting tests at the Ibadan Test Center in Nigeria as soon as they detected the unusual activity that was going on there. So, there are more people who passed their exam at the same test center and have applied to join the NMC register. Their application have now been paused and have been invited to retake the test again. The NMC is committed to ensuring the register's integrity and protecting the public. So it is important to investigate these individuals objectively and transparently without any unfair discrimination. The NMC has not yet made any decision about the individuals, and Pearson has reviewed data from all test centers globally and find no similar activity to the one in Nigeria. Of course, you're not going to find any similar activity. I don't know what's happening, but hey, it just feels like Westerners just believe that people from Nigeria are not truthful, are not trustworthy. We keep making it true. We don't even try to give them the benefit of that, like, oh no, we're not like that. It's just the media that is portraying us that way. One thing I realized with us Nigerians is that we are impatient. I won't put myself there. No, I'm not included. I am a very patient person. Like, I don't care how long it takes me to get what I want. As long as it's done the right way, the legit way, I will wait. But you know, not everyone is like me. So some of us who are like impatient, everything, want to cut corners. Everyone wants to cut corners. I don't know if we are thinking that UK is like Nigeria where you can cut corners. You can't cut corners in the UK. And this is why I love the UK. You must pass through the process. There's no cutting corners. If you're not patient now, just because of some impatient people, they're going to ruin opportunities for those who are genuine, who actually will qualify as a nurse and midwife the legit way. They're going to ruin all these opportunities and chances for them. I don't know how we don't feel like one person's mistake can affect the rest of us. I don't know. Like, I'm so disappointed. Like, I'm really disappointed that this is happening to Nigeria. Like, we keep proving them right. If they say Nigerians are fraud, we keep proving them right. Very disappointed. I will not support bad thing. I will not. You guys just keep ruining the little image we have. Anyway, kudos to those of you Nigerians who are doing well, because I mean, there are statistics in the US that some Nigerian doctors in the US are one of the best. Like, kudos to you people who are, you know, making us proud. And for those of you that want to cut corners, you're looking for sharp ways, or you don't want to read and pass, you want to cut corners. I've already expressed my opinion, and if you don't like it, I don't care. Like, this is how I feel. If you really care about Nigeria and the country as a whole and people living there, you will do the right thing, because you need to think about others. When you do something as a Nigerian, you need to think about other people, like how what you do will affect the rest of us. You don't think about other people. The NMC Chief Executive and Registrar explained that the unusual activity at the Nigerian test site is concerning. So the NMC will follow regulatory processes and remove people from the register if necessary to protect the public and user of health and care services in the UK. So while the situation affects a small percentage of professionals on the register, the NMC assures the public that all these individuals pass a practical test in the UK before being accepted into the register, and there have been no concern about their ability to practice. It is important to remember that many nurses and midwives who were educated overseas have safely joined the NMC register recently and are providing safe, effective and kind care across the UK. The NMC uses a test of competence to evaluate skills and knowledge of people applying to join the register from overseas. So this has two parts: a multiple choice computer-based test, which is the CBT, that applicants usually take in their home country before they come to the UK. Then the practical one test, which is the OSCE, that they take while they get to the UK. Pearson has been the NMC test provider for the CBT since 2014, when this test was first introduced. So the NMC register is urgently examining data and evidence with Pearson and scrutinizing the applications of those who joined the register. So people have the option to retake the test, and the test provider will cover the exam fee. But however, the NMC cannot force people to retake the test, and it's up to them to decide if they want to take the test or not. So even if someone retakes the test and passes the test, it does not guarantee entry or staying on the register, but it will be considered when making a final decision. So the NMC is opening cases to investigate whether this individual gained their CBT examination fraudulently and entered the UK register. So they will consider and manage the necessary risks and restrict individuals' practice if they find them guilty. So at this stage, no concerns have been raised about anyone on the registered in this group yet. But however, if someone gained entry incorrectly or fraudulently, the NMC will take action against them. You guys, cutting corners, I mean, I know people will be like, oh, you don't understand the situation in Nigeria. See, there is no excuse for people doing the wrong thing. That is the problem. We always give excuse for our wrongdoings back in Nigeria. There is no excuse, and me, I don't really understand. Like, I don't understand why people be excusing bad behavior. If you keep excusing bad behavior, it's not going to go anywhere. It's not going to go away. You need to understand how your actions is going to affect you and other people. Anyway, let me know your thoughts in the comment section. Somebody will now come now and leave a comment saying that now we Nigeria, they spoil our name with all this YouTube video. Who is doing this information? I got it from Daily Mail. I never even knew about it until 2 days ago that I read it. I never wanted to make a video about it, but I was like, you know what, I'm going to talk about this topic. And it's so upsetting, you know. We keep giving them reason to believe we are what they say we are. I mean, this is 2023. Can we do better?